The river flood levels could break records in Lake County.
CBS 2's Mike Puccinelli is live in Fox Lake, where sandbagging is their best line of defense. Hi, Mike.
Hi, and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources is predicting that Fox Lake will crest at above 8 feet. That would be a first here in this lake in McHenry County Village, and they expect that flood event to happen Sunday or Monday. So a state of emergency has already been declared. The bench may say welcome, but its view of Fox Lake on this day is anything but. Linda Jawark lives on this normally picturesque peninsula.
The street's disappearing quickly.
And that's the back of her house. The front may be even worse as the water level continues to rise on all sides.
This morning when I got up, the water was just past that lighthouse a little bit. And then I went to get some coffee. It was up another 5 feet, and then it's all the way up to here. And that's since we got up this morning, which was around 4:30 this morning.
With record flooding projected, she expects that soon the two sides of the lake will come together in her yard.
The water met in the middle, so it was just a giant lake, and the fish will swim right through it.
The fish are already in the yard of Ray Zaremski's dad.
I don't know what to do. I've been up all night.
Up moving furniture and loading sandbags. He did stop long enough to put this pole up last night at what was the water's edge.
And now it's about 50 feet past the post that I put in as a marker. And that's in the last 12 hours.
His dad is 3 weeks out of the hospital after undergoing a triple bypass. Today, he was trying to help as best he could.
It's got to be done.
But what's hardest for this 83-year-old is watching his son toil, knowing he can't help all that much.
I just feel sorry for my son.
And his son feels like he's racing against time and the inexorable approach of what may be the worst flood in Fox Lake history.
It's bad. The lake has risen about 30 feet in the last hour, coming into his backyard. And he's an acre off the lake, and the lower parts of the backyard are flooded from the neighbors. Now it's flooding into his, and it's going into the house.
Now, the village administrator tells us dozens, if not hundreds, of homes have already been affected in the village, and of course it's expected to get worse before it gets better. And of course, boats are also affected. Right now, the recommendation to get all of the boats off of Fox Lake before they get damaged once the waters here rise. That's what a lot of folks are doing right now. It's also a no-wake zone right now in Fox Lake. Reporting live along the shores of Fox Lake, Mike Puccinelli, CBS 2 News. Back to you.
Really puts it into perspective there, Mike. Thank you very much for that story. The Des Plaines River already at major flood stage.
The water is 1 foot below its record level that reached back in 2013. CBS 2's Susanna joins us live now from Des Plaines with more on what people are doing there and what they can expect later. Hi, Susanna.
Hey, good morning, Marissa and Aaron. The Des Plaines River is on my left, and Chicago Avenue should be on my right, but you can tell there is no separation. That's because the river has overcome the banks. You do what you can when you live on Big Bend Drive along the Des Plaines River.
Great place to live, too bad it floods.
Cars parked on the street are flood damaged. It's hard to get anywhere when the water is at least knee deep. Bruce Robb said FEMA bought his house and bulldozed it a couple years ago because of its location. But he went ahead and rented a house across the street, now making this his 6th flood.
2013 by far was a lot worse. The fire hydrant by where I live had 6 inches water over the top. Currently this is about 10 inches below it. I took everything out of the basement, that was it.
The Yurzik family never finished their basement after it flooded in 2013, so a little water this week didn't bother them. They are sandbagging pros. Many of their neighbors are dealing with flooding on the main floor. You can see water pumping out of the window. Their homes look like islands.
Many of these homes get water over the first floor.
And the river is expected to crest tomorrow at 19.9 feet. That is 1 feet under the record set in 2013. We are live in Des Plaines. Susanna Song, CBS 2 News.
All right, Susanna, thank you. Meanwhile, Governor Bruce Rauner is getting his firsthand look at the flood damage in the northern suburbs. He's speaking right now. This is a live look at Gurnee. Let's listen in.
All right. Good morning. I'm Christina Kavark, the mayor of the village of Gurnee. This is devastating and heartbreaking to see these floodwaters in our town, and we're not done yet. We haven't crested, but we're well prepared. Staff has done a yeoman's job protecting these structures, and I'm very pleased to welcome Governor Rauner to our town, and here he is.
Thanks. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. This is an important visit to help get the word out to the people here across northern Illinois, Lake County, northern Cook County, McHenry County. Folks think, well, it's not raining anymore, things are just fine, or they're getting better. They're not. In fact, for many of our communities and for residents along the river, the crest still has not arrived. And we want folks, and this is important, we need you to help to get the word out. Do not drive in flooded areas. Do not drive on flooded roads. Do not walk on flooded roads or in flooded sidewalks. They're dangerous. There have been already sinkholes, cracks, collapses of drainage areas. This is dangerous, and the danger has not gone away. And as well, I want folks to know we may be calling for evacuations in certain neighborhoods and certain communities as the flood waters continue to rise. We had record rains in southern Wisconsin, and southern Wisconsin waters are flowing down here into northern Illinois on the Fox River and the Des Plaines River. So help us get the word out. Folks in Illinois are proud. They're strong-willed. A lot of times nobody wants to leave their home. We can only request when we request an evacuation. Please, if your local officials call for you to evacuate your home, please honor the request. Don't stay in your home. This is dangerous. We want you safe. Now, we're very fortunate. We're very blessed. We have had no loss of life. We have had no injuries from these floods. We are very, very fortunate. And while the floods so far seem to have impacted, I've heard, about 6,800 buildings, 6,800 buildings. It doesn't appear right now that any particular building has been devastated so that it just has to be demolished or destroyed. But there has been massive damage. We'll be working closely with local officials, with the mayor and County Chairman Lawler, to assess the damage and then see what assistance the state should be helping to try to provide. So far, the only request from the state has been for 100,000 sandbags. That's all that's been requested, and we got that to Lake County immediately when that request was made. Our team has been in close communication with the Lake County officials, all emergency management personnel here in Lake County, McHenry County, and northern Cook County as well. I very much want to thank our first responders, our police officers. Thank you. God bless you. Our firefighters, our emergency management personnel, our 911 service providers, outstanding first responders. I also want to thank all the leaders and the volunteers for the Salvation Army. They've provided kits to help with the recovery. Also, Red Cross provided emergency shelters for those folks who've lost power and had to move out of their homes. And I especially want to thank our local citizens, our residents, the way our community members come together to help each other, neighbors, friends, folks who don't know each other, but they just want to take the time to help out, filling sandbags, providing meals, giving advice. It's wonderful the way the people of Illinois come together. Now, I'll talk more about this here in a minute. I'd like to introduce some of our other leaders who've done an outstanding job. I'd particularly like to thank Lake County Chairman Aaron Lawler is here with me now. I'd like Aaron to say a few words. He and his team have done an outstanding job providing leadership here in Lake County. Mr. Chairman.
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Governor, and thank you for being here. This is an unprecedented flood, and it came down differently than the 2013 flood, which many remember as the last worst flood, because it came down right on top of us. You've seen things like Lake Forest Hospital closed, the College of Lake County submerged by water, and it's very important for us, as the governor mentioned, to remind people of the safety issues. But I think it's also important to remember that not everybody in Lake County is an English speaker. And for our Hispanohablantes, I want to say it's importante recordar cuando tenemos una emergencia, necesitamos comunicar en más que un.
And you're listening live now to Governor Rauner and city officials there. That's in Gurnee. Boots on the ground this morning, getting a firsthand look at the flood damage that has come over the area in the recent days or so. The governor's main message: this is dangerous. The danger is still here, and they may still call for evacuations as that river does crest this weekend. As he mentioned, the rivers in Wisconsin are flowing south, all that rainwater to Illinois, so we're not out of the woods just yet. So far, though, we know that no injuries have been reported as a result of these floods, but we will, of course, have the latest for you tonight coming up at 5 and 6. And don't forget, you can get your weather updates sent right to your smartphone in all this rain and changing weather anytime. You can download the CBS 2 weather app from the App Store or from Google Play.